rush. Our vendor needs us in an hour.
Greg, AT&T.
You can finish it later on the flight. There is no later.
We have free in-flight Wi-Fi sponsored by AT&T.
Why did anyone tell me?
Right.
Unbelievable. They look familiar.
He looks like my ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Big news, America. Wegovy now comes in a pill.
So it goes with obesity, to lose weight, and keep it off, along with diet and exercise.
Yes, thank you, DJ Khaled. Be honest. If there was a pill that made other health things possible, you take it.
If there was a pill that could help me pearl off Park, I'd take it.
If there was a pill to make me a pro wrestler, I'll take it.
Stay out for Khaled.
Maybe we don't need a pill for everything, but for managing weight, there's Wegovy, the first and only GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
Don't take if you or your family have enemies. Tell your partner if surgery or procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or a serious allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation, and gallbladder, or severe stomach problems. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicine for it. Call your prescriber if you experience vision changes or heart racing at rest. Side effects of nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
That's not your car, is it?
Ask your prescriber about once daily.
Gotta lock in, baby. Need my get back.
The world. We get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and we're off in Detroit. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he ran out. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Great job. Check. 24.
So already on their first drive, they're going to burn a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Caden. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on seconds.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, kill! Hey, 11, yeah.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket.
That's a pick. He out.
His first throw is an interception. Picked out by Quinyon Mitchell.
Better not get caught. Yeah.
And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Lawrence looking to throw. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, man.
And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one goes for 31 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turn it into an explosive play.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That play made by Jacob Parrish.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him out in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Lions calling the timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on seconds.
24. 11.
Lawrence to throw it. We should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now slipped away.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. Missed from 48 on the
Missed
left
it.
hash.
Damn, he made
Aubrey
it.
puts it through. And it dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It's better the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress, that guy. He can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. He connects with the rookie from LSU. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The 28-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First carry now, this is Bashley Tootin. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Yellow. 22.
Now Dan Campbell with that clock running down. Yeah, he decides to call timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
Good guy. Oh.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Black 40. Strike.
Here's Young to throw. That's incomplete on second down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready. Black 95.
Third and long for him here. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get really taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
White. Red, cycle. Smash, red. Steal. Ready.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he stops at the 31-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. The group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Drill green. Yellow. 43.
Again, it's Young. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
Come on, man. That fake shit, man.
Over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Ready. 50. Green. Ready.
Here's Young again. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Check smash. 60 red. 60 red. Hey, don't steal.
To the air, yet again. Young. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. Yellow. What?
Quick throw is caught. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit.
What's good with that? You making bubbles?
Lions finish
You
on
can
the
just spit bubbles? That's gross.
And no hesitation to start this one out, Brock.
Me and Mom was talking. You got ADHD.
Seems like that's going to be what our offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be...
What made you do that? Really, seriously.
Mix in a little bit more run.
Is it Melton?
To mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense?
What made you do that, TJ?
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Fast now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bears take over. A gain of 11.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completes another one to Thomas. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Lawrence working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Kill. 11. Go. Let's go.
1st down throw, Lawrence. With a lot of mess on the move here. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got 3 tight
They
ends on
don't
this 1st
stop
and
it.
goal.
We stand it.
Play action.
Let's go. 11, add that.
zone on first. Throw left side, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hey, Ron.
Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chance of starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. Third and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel. Here we go.
Finish it up.
And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's now fourth and goal.
Easy. Read 54.
Going on fourth. Here's Lawrence.
Get his ass.
And the defense
John.
escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. From his own end zone, it's Young. Brought in right side. And he's going to make it up to about the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
I do it for you niggas and do it for myself.
Here we go. Ready.
And going play action. Young. Complete out to the right. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is second and 4.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22.
It's it from the gun.
Man, it's the fucking block.
Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Good blitz coming.
Third down, and the Bears loading up that secondary. They're in dime.
Alexa, set a time for 3 minutes.
3-minute timer started.
60
Young working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half.
Who did all the choppy stuff on the candle, DJ? Huh? Ain't nobody else choppy that candle up into it.
First down now, ball at the 33.
For years.
Let's go. 50, green. Steal. Check steal.
Now Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready. Blue, 30 seconds.
Yeah, what you doing?
Shotgun snap to Young. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. He lays out for it and makes the catch.
Get her pass, man.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them first and goal. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
7-yard line.
Y'all can't talk about basics. We might ignore my ring. Mine's also dangerous. Y'all talk that way. Don't cause the nature. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my face.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Ready.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown.
Oh, back show? That's why I got your ass.
Racing them to the halftime locker room. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The thing going off. Alexa, stop.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. With some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Now Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
This is going to be
this shit, Will.
Defender knocks this one away.
Crazy.
Brings up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Got TK, complete.
Oh, how the fuck that keep happening, man?
He takes this in.
Damn it, man.
Chicago. The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because it's
keep flipping my guys off.
On the run, on target, on time. Big plays can follow.
Teach me the game, Ghost.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
You know?
Ready?
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Yellow, 43.
Young on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Okay, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch. You took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Wow.
Getty's under pressure, and he goes down. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's
Good
ed
shit.
teacher, and I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Ready.
3rd and long, Young. And this one does not go far. That's halftime of this contest. Both teams and taking a short break for the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
At the right time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Red, cycle. Here we go. Black, 95. Triple, 38. Red. Ready.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Back to throw. Here's Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rob.
No highlights for a quarterback.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to 4. Brock. Hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Starting from the 5. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a shorter turn as he's out at the 19. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Young looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it.
I'm gonna hold the ball,
Looking across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Yellow, set, green jacket, blue 30, 32.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's got it over the middle.
Yo, man.
Taken down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 29-yard gain. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, kid. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here we go. Black 40. Cut.
To the air on 1st down. Young. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Had to leave her early.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Down. Right, 33. Yellow. Set.
Inside give here for Tootin. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here.
He's not going to block the nigga?
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Here we go. Blue, right, 50, green. Black, 6. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. He's got it at the 30. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set, ready.
Hand off to Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops
that
made
side.
no gain on that
That is
1st down play.
insane.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, here comes tackle behind the line. And a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Red, cycle. Smash, red.
My man.
Hey, check motion, man. Put your
Ready.
Young throwing here. Completed over the middle. It's inside the 10. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
What's up, baby?
60 red. 60 red.
Don't baby me.
Ready.
Tootin.
Baby me.
Get
What's
past the
up?
line. He's held up at the 4.
What is it?
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal situations. You know, you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Man. I was doing something wrong with it.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
Ready. Set.
Tootin again. And the defense keeps holding him. He's stopped at the 3. Defense making a couple of good stops here. And this brings up third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Blue, 30.
Young on third and goal.
There we go.
He has the catch, gets both feet in,
Oh,
that's a touchdown. The Lions now lead by 10. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10.
These are 24. 11. 30 left. Sink right.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Running for the marker on second. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Offensive line fast.
Sink right open.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Free inside the 30. Running in the red zone.
Span that no huddle, huh?
This is touchdown Chicago.
That's crazy.
Shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Offense and Lawrence getting ready for this two-point try.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Freiermuth with the option, and they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Bears 25.
Critical Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Pretty good.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Black 40. Black 6. Red. Cycle.
It's Young. The throw here on first. He's going to loft one deep to the left. A dangerous throw. He almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down.
Okay, if this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down.
Down. Strike. Red 38.
Looking to throw, Young. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Will Green. Hey, go steal.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Ready. Blue 32. Steal. Check steal.
They'll throw 3rd and long.
Come on, man.
So now they're facing 4th down.
You never have as an offense like 3 and outs, Case. They really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Takes this in at the 25. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure nice of a run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Now Lawrence down the play fake. And a cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Now it's Lawrence. He's got McBride complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 33. Lone back gets the handoff. He'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Another carry for it. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only 1 on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Back to the well again. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10.
Black, come on, set. 45. You don't move.
Young to throw it. Escapes out to the left. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down.
Here we go. Black 40.
Motion.
Young working from the gun. After making the catch, he is dipped quickly at the 38. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball out of the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. Yellow.
First down, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a modest little drag.
I'm sorry, Kim. I mean,
Just
you
need a
got to.
safe, short gain on the throw. That's a go-to route to target.
At the 40-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go. 10 black. Ready?
Shotgun snap by Young. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Brings up third down.
Cycle. Down. Ready? Go.
He's back to throw. And really, no, he's not
Damn,
going to
man,
escape.
skip ball.
They
Come
take
on,
him
man.
down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that's going to make it just about worst case scenario for this offense, Brock. It is 4th and long. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Set. 50. Green. Smash. Red.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds it beyond the marker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Ready. Yellow. 22. Set.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Bears make the play that should win them this game.
Fucking garbage.